The intersection of electoral processes, civic freedoms, and human rights in Africa. Elections are often celebrated as the cornerstone of democracy. They offer citizens the opportunity to choose their leaders, shape governance, and hold power accountable. Yet across Africa, elections have too often become flashpoints for repression, violence, and democratic backsliding. The intersection between electoral processes, civic freedoms, and human rights exposes the fragility of democratic institutions on the continent and the urgent need for reform. 1. On elections and civic space. Civic freedoms, freedom of expression, assembly, association, and access to information are essential preconditions for credible elections. Without the ability to organize, campaign, criticize, or monitor, elections lose their democratic value. Across many African countries, however, governments narrow civic space in the lead-up to elections through restrictive laws, internet shutdowns, censorship of journalists, harassment of opposition figures, and violent crackdown on protests. 2. Elections as human rights moments. Beyond voting, elections implicate fundamental human rights. The right to participate in government as in Article 21 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The right to security and freedom from arbitrary arrest or torture are routinely violated in election periods. Security forces are often deployed not to protect voters but to intimidate them, while electoral violence leaves behind victims of extrajudicial killings, displacement, and sexual violence. 3. The role of electoral commissions and institutions. Independent and credible electoral bodies are critical to safeguarding both political rights and civic freedoms. However, in several contexts, electoral commissions suffer from executive capture, underfunding, or lack of autonomy. Courts are often co-opted, leaving citizens with little recourse when elections are manipulated or marred by violence. 4. Technology, elections, and rights. Technology, elections, and rights. Digital technologies offer opportunities for transparency, biometric registration, electronic transmission of results, citizen reporting, but also risks. States increasingly deploy cyber laws to stifle dissent, arrest bloggers, and surveil critics. Social media shutdowns, especially on an election day, undermine both participation and trust in democratic processes. 5. Toward protecting electoral integrity and civic space. The way forward lies in recognizing that elections are not single-day events, but processes requiring sustained civic freedoms and institutional integrity. Reforms must include 1. Repealing repressive laws that criminalize dissent. 2. Guaranteeing the independence of electoral commissions and the judiciary. 3. Protecting journalists, civil society, and election observers. 4. Ensuring security agencies act with neutrality and accountability. 5. Leveraging regional frameworks. The African Charter on Democracy, Elections, and Governance to hold states to higher standards. Conclusion: the health of African democracies will be measured not only by the frequency of elections, but by their fairness, inclusivity, and respect for human rights. Where civic space is restricted, elections become rituals of legitimation of authoritarian regimes. Where freedoms are protected, elections can truly serve as instruments of people's power and vehicles of accountability.